Hello, hello, folks. Am I coming through? Excellent. Audio is a good thing. Alright everyone, thank you all for tuning in. I'm here, coming at you live for the first time, and hopefully not the last, but we'll see how things go. For starters, I have to drop a major mea culpa regarding my announcement of this stream on YouTube. I just found out a little earlier today that I wrote the wrong time in the text description of my announcement video. I have no idea where the hell that 4 PM came from, and I apologize for the confusion. Rest assured I am appropriately mortified, and thank you to Lycanthrokeith for bringing it to my attention. Alright, so, for those of you who didn't see my announcement video on the YouTubes, Go With The Stream will be a fairly casual kind of deal, focusing mostly on my backlog, so you'll generally be seeing me going into games for the first time. This has the potential for an outstanding train wreck, but once again, we'll see how it goes. And Sonic Rose, that's a distinct possibility. Anywho, my Steam backlog alone reaches back to 2014, and my console one even longer, so some of these games will be kinda old, some I'll end up spending a long time with, some I'll poke at briefly and then punt, and some of them probably won't even work. No safety nets, folks. We're living life at the end of the lightning bolt here on Go With The Stream. There's not much in the way of chat rules, but they're pretty basic, but I'll go into them briefly. First is basically don't be an asshole. I trust you folks to know what that does and doesn't entail. And second, no politics, please. I really have to emphasize that one. And finally, with thanks to Sonic Rose for the suggestion, though some of the games are years old, again, I will be mostly going into them blind, so for my benefit and any other unfamiliar folks in the chat, please avoid spoilers unless otherwise specified. Alright then, folks. I think that about dispenses with the preliminaries, so let us move on to our very first game, and that will be Chasing Styx. Miracle Placebo, I can see you just fine. I'm just getting the game started up now, and we'll have that up and running momentarily. Mechasaurus, this is Chasing Styx. Ah, hello Lycanthrokeith, thank you very much once again for letting me know I screwed up the video description. Alright, as with most of the games I'm probably going to be doing on this channel, I have never touched this before, so do bear with me while I figure out what the hell I'm doing. Oh, controller support, that's a good start. Let's have a quick look at the manual. You are Kerberos, feared guardian of the underworld. While sleeping on the job, a herd of woodland bunnies wandered into the realm of the dead. Hades is not pleased. The boisterous bunnies are distracting the dead from their endless torment. Find the errant bunnies and get them out before hell freezes over. The flashing heart at the center of Kerberos is its weak point. Get hit there and you'll lose health. Oh, so we have kind of a bullet hell style hitbox here. Lose all your health and you'll be sent back to the river Styx. Attack with A or Z. The top circle is the attack type used by Kerberos' main body. The bottom circle is the attack type used by Kerberos' floating heads. Eventually, Kerberos gains the ability to equip multiple attacks. Press left bumper or S to switch main body attacks. Press left trigger or D to switch floating head attacks. I think I can probably remember that. Strafe by holding right bumper or shift. Kerberos' special bar fills over time. When the special bar fills completely, Kerberos can execute a special defensive move. Special move dash with X or A. Evasion, we like that. Special move head spin with B or X. Spin heads to destroy enemy bullets. While exploring the underworld, keep an eye out for treasure chests. These chests contain monster parts that can be traded for useful abilities. Oh, that is such a cute expression there. Defeat the dead to acquire their souls. Get enough souls and Kerberos will gain a level. RPG elements! Each level allows Kerberos to equip an additional ability. The bold rewarded attack and defeat foes quickly to increase the number of souls acquired. This multiplier will disappear over time if Kerberos isn't on the attack. And that appears to be the end of the manual. So nothing now but to launch into it. Oh dear, do I go with Pretty Puppy or Hellhound? There's no medium here. I have a feeling if I take Hellhound I'm gonna get reamed, but on the other hand, Pretty Puppy could be terribly easy. No real way of knowing. Well, Kerberos is awfully cute, so we'll go with Pretty Puppy. Practice my controls a little bit for a moment here. Oh, Nolden, I didn't realize that. I'll have to see if I can get that figured out in time. Ah, okay, so this is a save spot. Good to know. And I leave a fire trail when I dodge. Wonder if that does damage. I gotta say, I'm already really digging the music. Sir Kerberos, just the dog I was hoping to see. There is a shortage of delicious monster parts around here. I'd move to greener pastures, but I'm afraid I've eaten too much already. Such is the plight of a jelly. And that tasteless bone for brains over there continues to hurl accusations in my direction. Anyway, if you do happen upon any monster parts, I'd be happy to take them off your paws. I'll trade for abilities, of course, and I promise they are better than anything that bonehead might offer. And don't forget to equip any abilities we trade. The higher your level, the greater the number of abilities you will be able to equip. I don't have anything to trade, so we'll have to leave that alone for now. Thank you, Xantar. I'm sure we'll be back. Kerberos, it's your buddy Charon. Look, we've got a problem. Those bunny friends of yours have spread out and are wreaking havoc on the underworld. You really need to track them down and get them out of here before they bring the whole place down. Just let me know where you want to go and I'll take you there. If you ever want to save your progress, you can do so at your tombstone just around the corner. So that's our tombstone. Interesting. And you can change your controls or exit a level by pressing enter or start. Oh, there's a control reconfig if I need it. That's very sweet of you, Chasing Styx. Now go find those bunnies! Oh, we got a stage select even. A few of them are locked, it appears. Most of them are locked. So let us begin at the obvious beginning place, Haunted Forest. Mechasaurus, I have no idea. Most of what I'm going into on this stream are going to be blind, including both this episode and in the future, so it's a real roll of the dice. Let's boogie. Indeed, let's. Ooh, I can hold down the shoot button. I don't have to mash. That makes me happy. Goober slot, I am going to go at least 2 hours. Beyond that, I guess it all depends. Oh, shit. I'm looking at the chat and not paying attention to projectiles. Yeah, I'm going to go at least until 9 o'clock, and if I'm feeling up to it, I may go longer. I think that's going to be how this thing works out in general, is, I start and stop when I stop. Gotta get used to paying attention to my hitbox. I've already taken 2 hits. Let's see, can I go left, or is this a move on when you've destroyed everything kind of deal? Ah, okay. Yeah, you wipe out enemies, then you can choose which direction it goes, it looks like. Nolden, that would be lovely, and thank you for even considering it. Now that's what I like to see, is larger projectiles so I don't have to squint at them. But I'll get used to it. Yeah, so far I'm kind of digging this. The controls are pretty intuitive. Holy shit. Controls are pretty intuitive. I'm definitely digging the soundtrack. I'm not very good at bullet hell, so if this goes a long way in that direction, I'm liable to get myself in trouble, but we shall see. Howdy, Jirogue. Got something over here. I'm guessing the river Styx is going to be kind of like our hub level. We finish a level and then go back there to select the next one. Yeah, Sonic Rose, that's the feeling I'm getting as well, but... that, I guess, is another thing worth mentioning. I can make no promises to finish any particular game on this channel. Or on this stream. This one, or in general. It's gonna be a real roll of the dice. It is kind of cute, isn't it? When I take out the lizard men, or fish men, or whatever they are, I'm kind of enjoying that horf sound they make. Alright, I'm kind of getting into the swing of things here. Paying some more attention to my hitbox, getting a little more used to the controls. Haven't really done anything with my dash yet, but I'm sure that'll come in handy later. I should actually try that when I'm close to an enemy. I'm curious as to whether my fire trail would damage things. Ah, the fire trail does hurt. Outstanding. Alright, the game is beginning to auto-scroll on me. I'm wondering if this means boss coming. Or if there are just auto-scroll segments to it. We shall find out. Jirogue, this is Chasing Styx. And that Styx is in S-T-Y-X. See what they did there? Very kind of the game to make your hitbox visible through the trees here. I appreciate that. Decisions. Okay, I went right last time, so let's try left. Yikes. Hello, tiny shopkeeper. Oh, jinkies, something just jumped in front of my window. Oh, GTF just sent me a game. Thank you, GTF. Incidentally, if this is making you at all interested in playing this, I know you can download it for free from the publisher's website. I think it might also be free on Steam as well, although I don't remember that for certain. Hello. Oh dear. I don't know if I'm back to an earlier part of the level now, or if this is new, or what's going on exactly. And Miracle Placebo, that's cool, I appreciate the thought. It's funny, the eSWAT videos are actually my most viewed ones by a pretty good margin. I think I have something like 20,000 views on those. I understand that you had to beat eSWAT to unlock a game in one of the Genesis collections, so people were looking for a decent guide on beating eSWAT and happened to find mine. I can't express how grateful I am that this game has auto-fire. This amount of mashing would just turn my hands into a pulp. Oh, you can rotate the heads. Only for a moment, though. It doesn't lock in. This is a pretty decent-sized level. I'm slightly surprised I haven't run into a boss yet. The banana story. One of my stranger moments in this life, I think. Can't remember if I was really tired or what. I think I was just very sleepy. Not on anything mind-altering. Ah! Hella projectiles for a moment there. Darksaber seems to be a pretty common favorite among my stuff. A lot of people really like that one, which I'm very glad to hear. Got a pretty quiet stretch here. I'm wondering if I'm finally coming up on a boss soon. Thank you, Miracle Placebo. I had a very good time with that. Maverinthia, this is Chasing Styx. No worries, Keith. I'm glad you made it. Hey, what the hell is going on? Did I get lost somewhere? It would be entirely like me to manage to get lost in a shooter. Even when the game does not facilitate getting lost, I may manage to do it anyway. Yeah, if I'm just going back through places where I've already killed the enemies, this could be a bad time. Yes, this is one of the fastest start to Lost Done I think we've ever had. Now, heaven help me, I think that's what is happening here. I found a bad hat! Okay, so I definitely haven't been here before. That's kind of good news. Okay, that goes in my monster parts, it looks like. I'm definitely somewhat relieved that I at least managed to find a place that I hadn't been before. Oh, and an enemy! Haven't seen one of those in a while. Polyrula is definitely up there in the weirdest game I've ever, in the weirdest games I've ever played, but I don't think I could call it the winner. Well, it's probably the weirdest one that I've played for YouTube, but just for the weirdest I've played overall, I don't think I can call it that in a world that has Tulip in it. I should really do Tulip sometime. That's a maddening game, but very entertaining. What the hell is going on here? Alright, I'm beginning to run into enemies again. Hopefully that's a good sign and they're not just respawning in levels I've been to before. The sort of men I can't speak. The sort of men I... Alright, this time for sure. The sort of men I... No. The sort of many-directional scrolling of this is somewhat worrying, given my language is suddenly really failing me. Given my tendency to getting lost. I'm hoping the paved road that I just found is the way out of here. Oh, Rooks, don't even say that. That is a horrifying prospect. Bunny! Forced shortlings. We have a boss. And I just noticed we have boss life bars. That is very much appreciated. So I'm beginning to see signs of bullet hell here, but it's fairly gentle so far. Yeah, it is looking like the three-way shots are individually tracked, which is a very welcome thing. That is true, I did pick Pretty Puppy. But this is also the first level, so I don't think I've seen the worst of it yet. Especially considering there were some levels that weren't available to start with and were locked. And as I blink away at the Minotaur here, I have to say I'm very pleased with how lively the chat is, so thank you all for that. Alright, copper coin. I believe I was supposed to bring those back to Charon. Oh, thank goodness! Instantly back to the hub. There's the bunny I just found. Hello, have we got an Octorok? Hey Kerberos, down here. As you can see, I have a bit of a problem. I seem to have misplaced a few body parts. I'd find them myself, but rolling around on my head is a bit tiresome. To make matters worse, that insufferable jelly decided to move in next door. Ah, don't diss Xantar. When he's not jabbering, he's eating. Just between you and me, he's got one strange appetite. That's fairly typical of gelatinous cubes. If you do come across any body parts, I'd be willing to trade for some useful abilities. I stock only the finest, unlike that tub of jelly across the way. And don't forget to equip any abilities we trade. The higher your level, the greater the number of abilities you will be able to equip. So it looks like we could trade that for... Is that like a heart container? I have no idea what the top one is. Howdy, fellas. Now let's see if the gelatinous cube would trade that for anything different. Hello, dinner. For the Bat Hat, he is willing to give exactly the same things as the skull. You know what, I'm gonna go with the cube. If we have to develop friendships here, I want friendships with Xantar. Oh, okay. I can select it and it'll tell me what it does. Ooh, heads always cancel projectiles. That's pretty nice sounding. But so is health up. You know what, this sounds really valuable though. I'm gonna go ahead the projectile block. Oh, and we get a happy face from the cube. It looks like I have 2 equipment slots to begin with. Okay, I see how this works. Saving seems like it would be a pretty good idea. Hey, puppy dog. The Sucking Swamp, that's an unfortunate name. Well, let's try at least one more level on this. I might keep going after that, but we'll try at least one more. Rooks, that's the impression I got. It only showed 1 treasure there. But for now, I'm just going to take advancement. Well, the enemies have certainly gotten a little beefier. Yeah, we do have a little bit of room to go up the sides here, but no... Oh, hello. I assume I'll have to come back and get to that. Yeah, with any luck, it'll be a pretty straightforward thing to hook around and get that treasure chest, because I certainly do want it. Hey, and there goes my head canceling projectiles. Works as described. Oh, thank you so much, Sonic Rose. Whenever I have any choice of where to go, I'm going to stick left for a while. Because I want to see if it'll get me to that treasure chest. Oh, hey, is this going to be to that treasure chest? He said, hopefully. A bony body. I can make the heads swing around me, but I can't actually lock them into a different position, or at least so it seems. I'm sure I haven't discovered all of the quirks of this game yet. Whatever the case, I have to say I'm digging this game. Like the soundtrack, controls feel good. However much I play of it this evening, it is definitely one that I'm going to want to come back and finish if I can. I guarantee, since I'm mostly playing games blind for this stream, not all of them are going to work out so well, but this one is pretty nifty. When I don't have his mouth open to shoot projectiles, he's just cute as the dickens, isn't he? Mechasaurus, I do, and thank you very much for even considering it. My Steam account, if I recall correctly off the top of my head, is Glashund. Glashund. Yep, looks like the head spin does counter projectiles pretty well, although there's a cooldown on it. Once I use it, it has to recharge for a few moments before I can do it again. That's correct, Nolden. I think. It's been so long since I actually paid attention to my username, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that to be the case. GTF, thank you for that. Uh-oh. What the hell am I supposed to do here? What happens if I fall? I take damage. Well, shit. Just found me my first dead end. Or is it? What do? I can't go back. This is a pickle. Ooh, dashing. An excellent idea. Let's find out. That's what it was. Thank you, rats. Oh yes, sorry about that. I didn't see the question right away. Yes, my icon on Steam is indeed the yellow cat from La Milana. Yeah, sorry about that, Nolden. I missed your question initially. And immediately I get a whole bunch of new friend notifications on Steam. This looks suspicious. Aha! Dark Knight Horn. So if there are indeed 3 treasures per stage, I at least have gotten 2 of them this time out. Bunny! And that means another boss, I do believe. Hades, Summoner of the Dead. This is a fairly early to first god-slaying kind of period. I'm losing my words again. Pretty early start to boss killing for a non-Japanese game. Aha! Do we have only one real one? The minion summit gear is a little distracting, but that is the point, I'm sure. Ah! Just keep spawning in more shit. Halloween stickers, I think you've got it. He just doesn't want his new bunny to be taken away. Oh! Well, Rooks, according to the display in Open Broadcaster, it looks like only 7% of my CPU is being used. Ah! Wrong button. Tried to dash there, but couldn't do it. Got one more health, gotta be careful at this stage. Got my thumb on the dash button just in case. The correct button this time. Oh! Oh shit, I'm getting... Ah, ha, ha. Ah, crap. Well, I'll get another try. Do excuse me for being a little quiet here, folks. I'm just trying to keep track of all the projectiles. Definitely thinking that the heads blocking shots ability was a good investment. Shoot backwards and forwards, not that I know of. Maybe that's an ability somewhere in the game. I'm noticing that if I don't take the minions out, they do eventually get out of control. So I'll have to be... Whew! Slay Echidna, definitely. Oh, I always dash forward. Good to know. I thought I would dash in the direction I was moving, but that is not the case. I'll have to bear that in mind. I'll have to experiment with the head spin some more, though. But for now, no need. Ooh, a silver coin. I'm moving up in the world. Now let's see what we can trade that bony body and whatever that other item was. For the bony body, we can get a main attack Aqua Beam. Or a heads attack Aqua Beam. And for this, we get a main attack power up or health up. Ooh. Decisions. You get the same thing from the cube. Kevin Stryker, not a bad idea. I'm not entirely sure how to do that, but I should figure that out for next time. Yeah, it seems that whatever these two traders you go to, they offer the same stuff. And yeah, I'm definitely thinking the stronger attack would be a good idea. Nightbot or Ankbot, I will try and keep that in mind. Yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna give the skull his body. Do I want main body Aqua Beam or my heads to use their Aqua Beam? Well, if I give it to the heads, that means I'll have two things using that, so let's go with that. Oh, and it actually does show him with a body. Placebo, I have played Burn Cycle, but not BloodNet. I do have to equip these things. Oh, and I have 3 equip slots now. That's cool. But I do have to equip... I do have to equip my... whatchamacallit, my attack power-up, too. So even passive things do use up an equip slot. Oh shit, look at that new shot! Rooks, I believe you are right. And I have not been at this for quite an hour, so... let's go one more level. We'll give this an hour. A Haunted Forest and Hades Castle down. We'll do the Path of Graves. Yeah, so given it did show the skull getting his body back when I gave it to him, it does seem that who you trade with does have some consequence. Don't know what all the systems are like, but... I could go right here or go into the building here. Let's go inside. My stronger shots and aqua shots are doing some good work here. I'm pleased with my investments. Whoops. Got me napping there looking at the chat. Ah well, this game doesn't seem terribly stingy with health ups. Dark Knight Arm. Crazy stream time, indeed I can. Doesn't always occur to me in the heat of the moment, but that is definitely a thing that works. Oh, hi Alicia, thank you for tuning in. This level's starting to get a little more non-linear, which is kind of worrying to me. Oh, hello. We've got it upstairs. Sonic Rose, I'm pretty sure you can. It looked like they were still displayed on the destination screen when I talked to Charon. The story, Rogue, is that, what do you call it, Kerberos was hanging out in the living world, and he chased a bunch of bunnies into the underworld, and now he's got to recover all the bunnies because they're wreaking havoc on the underworld. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to figure out getting the name of the game put up on the stream title for next time. Or perhaps I'll do it between games after we finish up with this one for a while. Hey, level up. Rogue, I don't recall specifically, but I assume it's just the idea that, it's the general idea that they're just getting in the way and annoying the hell out of everyone. No pun intended. That is why also another bunny shows up every time I finish a level. Shows up at the river Styx, that is. Alright, so this is a big straight vertical path. I have to be on a good track, don't I? He said, hopefully. That is true, Sonic Rose. This is kind of all our fault. Alright, we got two of these rocky creatures blocking a path. Oh. Blocking a path into a building, so hopefully that means I'm going in some sort of correct direction. I kind of have to cling onto that hope. Thank you, Rooks. I do truly appreciate you folks. Oh, we got a bunny. That means boss incoming. Jeff the Gorgon. Nice name. Oh man, I gotta be really careful about contact damage with this guy. Oh, and things are getting a little bit more Danmaku. Yikes. That dash doing some work. Knocking down his health pretty good, though. Seems like the aqua beams and the power-up were definitely a good investment. I can't remember if I got any parts there. Did I? Oh, yes I did. That is... what is that? Dark Knight Arm. maybe I should give that to the head as well, if he's looking for humanoid-type parts. I've got a new attack for my head, so let's try giving myself a new one for my main body. Oh, yep, the arms do go on him. So I probably should have given the horn to him too, but oh well. We live, we learn. Oh, I got an explosive shot. Nice. Alright, well that's 3 levels and about an hour put into chasing Styx. I am definitely going to be back into this one. Really kind of like the music in this game. Controls feel good. Just a good time. But let's try and get in at least one more game this evening. Alright. Alicia had requested that I play the demo for Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise, and I did download that a little earlier. So I think that's what we'll do. I'll click over to the PS4 and we'll do a little Fist of the North Star. No problem, Doan. I do understand that this time is not going to be optimal for everyone. Wish I could make one that everyone can attend, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to be that easy of a thing when you've got fans all over the world, which I am extremely appreciative of. Alright, give me just a moment here. I'm going to look into my Steam thing, see if I have to accept some of these friends requests. Thank you, Galbador. Ah, heck with it. Steam's being sluggish at the moment, so I'll deal with all the friend requests and such after I finish today. Alright, let's go ahead and move on over to the PS4. There we go. Sonic Rose, I can definitely do that. At 9 o'clock, I'll have to step away for just a bit to walk the dog, but that won't take me terribly long. Battle mode, tutorial, adventure mode, main game. Alright, we'll do the tutorial first. No problem, Behorn 14. I'm glad you got here. I'm glad you got here. No, we don't want to lower the volume of bloodshed. If I'm playing a Fist of the North Star game, that is not something I want to even consider. Kevin Stryker, what about the sounds? Oh, okay, if the sound's a little loud, I can fix that. How is it now? Very good. We will proceed. Oh, shit, I chose yes. Got me napping. No, I'm gonna quit out because we cannot do that. Not acceptable. Let's try that again. Thank you for bearing with me, folks. I'm definitely not used to keeping up with the chat while I'm playing the game, but I'll get used to it. Alright, let's try that again. No blood reduction this time. Hi, Kit Kat.
I'm gonna kill you! Die!
Shin, I am coming for you now.
Oh, they didn't waste much time in giving me control. That's nice. Yep, it is definitely feeling very Yakuza. New various combos of the weak and strong attack. Fair enough, moving on.
You'll regret disobeying us.
Yep, very Yakuza. Yeah, the Japanese name for this is Hokuto Gagatoku. Much like Yakuza over there is Ryu Gagatoku. So, yeah, same team, same general kind of vibe. Doan, is the music not coming for you? Coming through for you? I turned it down a bit because some folks were saying it was kind of loud. Alright, let me adjust the audio a little, see if I can find a happy medium here. Alright, L1 is blocked, that's familiar. And Yakuza type quick step as well. Yeah, this is all almost exactly like the Yakuza series as far as controls go, at least so far. It's fine by me, I certainly played more than my share of those, so it'll all be nice and familiar.
You're dead!
Alright, quick step is a little slower to come out, but I can do it.
Come on, let's finish this!
And health meter flashes red when dangerously low. Heal up with a recovery item or by eating out. There's gonna be places to eat out in the post-apocalypse. That'll be interesting. Oh, now we start to get the explosions. Those are some gooey explosions. I'm impressed. Not just head pops either. Getting some full torso bursts.
You're dead. You're dead.
Destiny orbs. Okay, that's the power-up system here, fair enough. Alright, special techniques, training, or battle action is the only one I have access to right now. Oh, well, this is a funky power-up system. Kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy X a little bit. 100 Fist Rush. Secret technique, etc., etc. Press circle in tremor state. Okay, tutorial wants me to take that, so I'll take it. While I'm in the menu, I'm going to take a quick look at the settings. Oh, they're actually locked out at the moment. Unlocking abilities, etc., etc. Miracle Placebo, I did play that a long time ago when it was actually new. I don't remember it being particularly good. What's up, Shin? Hitting an enemy multiple times puts them in a state of meridian shock. Press circle in front of an enemy to strike their channeling points. Ho ho! Let's look at those settings. Okay, various camera control things. Don't need to mess with any of those right now. Blood level normal. Does it go above normal? No, just normal and mild. Doesn't look like there's actually a language change in the demo. Or am I just not seeing it?
Take this! I'll kill you!
Ah, I got you, Great Screen Time, thank you. Alright, when they... Whoop. Oh, what the hell, for the demo we'll... Nah, you know what, let's not turn on auto-channeling. When they get all electric-y around them, the blue lightning bolt kind of thing, that appears to be when they're in meridian shock. Okay. Not exactly. It'll just give you a circle drop. Hello.
Crucifying strike!
I don't want to die!
That was fairly sweet. Oh, okay, there's a follow-up. Got it.
Stone Mountain splitting slash!
Oops.
I'll kill you!
Oh, poke until Zenkai can.
Fist of penitence!
I'm sorry!
Top leader, or top left meter, flashing white, 7-star gauge. Secret techniques fill the gauge up faster. I will keep that in mind. Press R2 in heat mode for a burst of ki that powers you up and damages enemies. Yeah, Rooks, I'm not entirely in love with the English voice on this. I'll definitely want to change that. Oh shit!
Octo, Hordebreaker strike!
Good times, good times. Yeah, where to now?
I'm not quitting this! Take this!
Oh shit, if we got Hyakuretsu Ken.
Octo, 100 Fist Rush!
Nice.
Already dead.
I kind of thought they would be saving that for a boss fight or something. I'm a little surprised that I can actually do it on a move.
Octo, Fist of penitence!
Phantom channeling point.
Yeah, I dig this. Once again, I do apologize for being a little quiet. I'm just kind of getting the hang of the game mechanics here.
Octo, Crucifying strike!
Interesting thing, when I fail those button prompts, then the technique still executes, so I'm guessing it just does more damage or something if it gets done right.
Shin, I've come for you.
Kenshiro, you have come quite a ways.
I want you to let Yuria go.
Let her go? Have you forgotten, Kenshiro? Let me remind you. Yuria belongs to me. Her life is mine alone. Is it all coming back to you now? The day that I proved that I was your better. I left you broken, beaten, pitiful, and squirming on the ground. You couldn't muster up the power to match me, and you couldn't even protect your dear fiancé. You lost to me, all because you were blinded by your naivete. I scarred your body, but you must remember why I spared your life. You live for one reason alone, because Yuria screamed for you. She swore that she would be mine if I spared you. And so you survived, disgraced and defeated. You can run if you wish to. I'll let you go as one last mercy to the man I cast into hell.
Is that all you have left to say?
What?
I clawed my way out of hell to kill you once and for all.
So you've only come to fail once more. You are a fool. So you have improved somewhat. Well then, let's see you dodge when I fight at my full strength. This time, you die!
Alright, let's do this.
Come, Kenshiro.
Phantom channeling point.
You're clearly stronger than before.
Well, I should note, by the way, that in the current patron poll, Fist of the North Star Ken's Rage 2 is in the end. Or is in the lead, I should say. So there may be more Fist in the near future.
Hold to 100 Fist Rush!
Oh, I have health items? Thank you, that's good to know.
You're clearly stronger than before.
You could never match my power! Yeah!
Phantom channeling point.
You don't even know what awaits you
Welcome.
in the full game. Hey, I'll beat that. Yeah, this is gonna be special. I'm looking forward to it. And if indeed Ken's Rage 2 does win the current patron poll, then Ken's Rage 2 ought to be a pretty good warm-up for it. There are still a few days left on that poll, however, so still anyone's game. There we are, settings. Voice language. There we go. Now, do we get to do a little bit of the adventure mode? Let's give it a shot. Lower volume of bloodshed? Hell no.
やっぱり剣だ。探したぜ。
バット、なぜここにいる？
剣と
Yep,
サ
that's
タンク
Kiryu's
ロス
voice,
の手
all
前
right.
で別れてからいろいろあったんだよ。車は壊れるし、奴隷商人に捕まって売り飛ばされそうになるし、その奴隷商人どもは強豪軍とかいう連中にぶっ殺されるし。
強軍だと？
ああ、そうさ。俺も強豪軍に殺されそうになって逃げてきたんだよ。本当に危なかったんだぜ。で、強豪軍の後をこっそりついていったらこの町にたどり着いて、豪快に門がぶっ壊れてたから忍び込んだんだよ。町の情報を集めてたらケンシロウって名前が出てきてびっくりさ。
そうか。
ケンこそなんでこの町にいるんだよ。ケン、だんまりはなしだぜ。俺にできることがあったら協力するよ。
なぜ俺に協力したがる？
そりゃさ、剣の強さがあれば。
It feels a little bit weird to hear Kiryu's voice come out of Kenshiro,
剣より交渉とかは
but it
うまい
works.
と思ってる。町で暮らすつもりなら特に俺は役に立つと思うぜ。ここは持ちつ持たれつで前みたいに頼むよ。この町にユリアさんがいるかもしれなくて、今はエデンの衛兵隊長を救うために
Nolden, I'm very bad at them, but I enjoy playing them. Sonic Rose, Kiryu's voice. Kazuma Kiryu, the main character of the Yakuza series up through 6.
バット、何をする気だ？
車を作るんだよ。この町なら車を修理するよりも作った方が手っ取り早いぜ。
Thank you for the heads up, Alicia.
作れるのか？
ああ、正確には組み立てるって意味だけどな。俺が自分の車を手に入れようとして集めた情報なんだけどさ、この町には車のパーツを売ってる場所がたくさんあるんだ。そのパーツを集めれば車の1台や2台は簡単に組み立てられると思うんだよ。それに誰かの車を修理しても後で返さなきゃいけないだろ。この先自分の車があった方が便利だと
Kevin,
思
I
うぜ。
agree. I understand that Akira Kamiya stopped doing Kenshiro's voice eventually because it really hurt, but
あっちの方にパーツ
I
を売って
agree,
る
it was
店
the
がある
best
ぜ。
Ken voice. Well, Behorn 14, the game that I might be LPing next is a pretty good one because it adapts almost every part of the manga, but we'll see. Yeah, bad, I'm with you. Relax. Yeah, the minimap system's almost exactly the same as Yakuza's as well. Oh, same with the map system, too. I'm coming, I'm coming. Nolden, I believe it is the same engine that was used for Yakuza 6, or not 6, Yakuza 0 and Kiwami. From what I recall, the Dragon engine that was used for Yakuza 6 and Kiwami 2, they didn't use for this game because a lot of the people on the team weren't real familiar with it yet.
No. Oh!
Huh? Eh?
Ah!
Kenshiro is fairly Kung Fu Jesus, but his adoptive brother Toki is like the ultimate Kung Fu Jesus. If I end up playing the other game, you'll see.
Oh. Ah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, 5:30 a.m., I can't blame you, Eviru. Thank you very much for tuning in, and have a good night. Kevin Stryker, I agree. That was actually a pretty decent dub, although they played fast and loose with the dialogue translation.
Oh!
Alright, I was kind of half paying attention to the game, half to the chat there, but I believe we need to see the owner of the bar. If I picked that up correctly. Agreed, Keith. The Yakuza games look really good, especially the city at night. So, having this in the same engine doesn't shock me too much, but it is really nice to see. Miracle Placebo? Can't say as I have. I've watched pretty much every episode of MST3K, but I haven't done a whole lot of riff tracks, actually.
Eh?
Nolden, indeed I will. Very glad to hear it, Sonic Rose. May these trends continue.
Huh?
Sonic Rose I had heard. And, Doan? Shenmue's alright. I'm not crazy about it, but it's very unique in what it tried to do, and, I think it succeeded at a fair amount of it. The voice acting drives me a little nuts, though.
Ah. Oh?
For those that are familiar with both the Yakuza series and Fist of the North Star, I understand that in this one they used the voice actor for Majima to play Jaggy, which is a perfect fit. Absolutely perfect.
Oi!
Oh!
The first Yakuza's game remake is Kiwami, and Kiwami 2 is a remake of Yakuza 2.
Oh?
いや
わかった。
おお
Oh, you've been there, Rooks. That's pretty good. Yeah. That's, pretty cool. Going to Japan is kinda on my bucket list, but I don't know if there's any time in the halfway foreseeable future that I'll actually be able to afford it. Hopefully someday. And my pleasure, Bihorn.
なんだって？ お？
No, I smell a trade for some violets coming up.
わかった。
えい
Speak of the devil. You may very well have, Rooks. Unfortunately, I have the memory of a goldfish. Except for things I learned as a kid, those are really pounded in. Dub of the North Star, I don't believe I do. Overlord Darkwolf, hello. Welcome. This is all very familiar stuff for Fist of the North Star. Bad is always picking fights with people and then sending Ken in to actually do them. Oh, Rooks, that's you. I'm sorry, I didn't know who was actually behind the Twitch name there. Good to see you, and thank you again very much for the Space Harrier thing. The killing spree starts now indeed, but probably not in the sense that you were thinking. Oh my god, I just juggled an exploded torso. That's amazing. That's what I like to hear.
No.
Tires, brakes, a fuel tank, and fuel. So I guess we'll be buying all that in the near future. Alicia, thank you again for suggesting I sell some of my recovery items.
Ken! Oh! Oh! No!
Oh!
Okay, we're gonna need 11 grand for that. It's all one item, which is nice. We don't have to fiddle around getting the various car parts individually.
Ah!
Alright, is this the guy I can sell things to?
いらっしゃいませ。
Holy balls, that's a lot of whiskey. Perfect jerky. Jerky of the century. Incredible flavor, aroma, and density. It transcends the label of jerky as you know it. Nice. Rooks, you have an excellent point there. Money is pretty worthless in the Fist of the North Star universe, and they actually make a point of that very early on. Oh well. I'll just sell off a whiskey and leave it at that. That'll do, my good man.
ありがとうございました。
Oh? No.
Oh, we do have to deal with gas separately, it appears.
お
Yeah.
I will check in a moment, Norden.
なんだって
Huh? You.
To the car, Ken. Looks like I do have quite a few abilities. Oh, okay, I think I did see a prompt there when I pressed circle on the dude before. Hello, Billy No Mates. Thank you for tuning in. Doesn't seem like I can look at the body and mind skill trees. I assume that's just something that isn't really enabled in the demo. Indeed I did, Billy. This is the first time, not counting the technical test.
Oh! Ken!
Destiny points. So we will in fact be deciding the destiny. Okay, so that seems to be all we can do main story-wise in the demo, but we can try out the buggy, so I guess I'll do that.
No.
Okay, boost, etc., etc. I'm not going to remember all that, but
Oi.
we'll figure it out. Let's take her for a test drive.
Oh!
Oh, okay, I guess things like the string I just picked up are probably crafting items. getting pulled into a fight here. Pretty big one, in fact. Hidebu! Knew there was gonna have to be a Hidebu eventually. Oh, that's right, I can pick up the Hidebu. I remember that from the trailers now. That is fantastic. Oh, I've destroyed my Hidebu. Hidebu is a very mimetic death cry in Hokuto no Ken. Big running joke in Japan. I'll explain it in more detail if I end up doing Ken's Rage 2. But the elevator version is that Hidebu was supposed to be Ite, followed by the sound of a Fat Man exploding. But Buronson's penmanship is horrible, so it ended up being corrupted into Hidebu. Hidebu doesn't actually mean anything in Japanese, it's a gibberish word. The big guys have a little bit of a super armor thing going on. I'll have to get used to that. Holy shitcakes! Thank you for the heads up, Alicia. This is interesting. Okay, use that. Get our guard break in. Ah! Getting to work here. can get some rapid kicks in. I need to get used to the circle button specials. I keep forgetting I have them. I just recently finished playing through Yakuza Kiwami 2, and I have a lot of muscle memory from that. So I'm used to thinking the circle is grab. Because, of course, Kazuma Kiryu doesn't have Hokuto Shinken techniques. And yeah, the car does feel weird. Very sluggish turning. I wonder if there are ways to upgrade it in the game. Make it a little less, What am I even doing here? Okay, how do I get back to the town? That is here, I assume. I want to follow the road and go to the north. Actually, it is very nearly dog o'clock, so I'm gonna try and get back to the town, and then we'll hang up this for a while. I'm curious as to whether this game will happen, or not happen. I'm curious as to whether this game will have any of the classic intro tracks like Aiwo Torimoto Say or Tough Boy or what have you. The Ken's Rage games do have versions of the songs, or of Aiwo Torimoto Say at least. As soon as I get back into town, I'm going to take a little time off for the dog walking. I will be back not terribly long for that. And then, I don't know, I may pick up on another game or I may call it a night. We'll see how I feel after the dog walk. Down, you say? Holy shit! Yeah, I'm going to have a good time with this game, I can tell. What is this? Everynthia? Indeed, that was Toki. Interrupting my technique.
百裂拳お前はもう死んでいる
We have catchphrase.
北斗残骸剣3秒後貴様は死ぬ北斗決死走
I like the way you can make people explode even with a stomp. You're very welcome, Alicia. Thank you for coming by. Good point, Nolden.
No. Oh?
Is it not possible to save in the demo? That looks like it might be the case. Tiny Shopkeeper, you're very welcome. The current plan is to keep going with Friday at the same time. I think we can call this particular excursion more or less a success. At least it felt that way to me. You're very welcome, Keat. Stumbling over my words a lot today. Norman Rafferty, my pleasure, and also thank you for coming by. So I am going to go ahead and walk the dog, and after I get back, we can either just chat for a little while, or maybe I'll jump into another game for a little while. We'll see how it goes. In any case, folks, if you're headed on out, I thank you very much for coming by. It was really awesome to see such an active chat. Really appreciate that. You're all very welcome. I will be back next week, knock wood. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and do the dog thing, and I will be back in probably about 20 minutes. See you then. Hi, you've been waiting for me, huh?
Now, granted, okay, but I think that might be a good, like, set. Okay, go for it. Just be careful. Yeah, no, caging the goop sounds like a good idea. I'm also going to go ahead and bump up control here. Okay. Seems like everybody wants some of that. It seems fitting now.
And we're back. My goodness, there's still quite a few of you here, aren't there? I'm rather flattered. And apologies that took a little longer than I had suggested. The young master was a little lackadaisical on his evening constitutional. Alright, tell you what. It's been a good stream, and don't want to overstay its welcome too much. Know a lot of you are up rather late. So tell you what, I'm going to do one more level of chasing Styx, and then we'll call it a night. Actually, Nolden, that's a good idea. I'll take a moment to do that. Alright. Friend requests have been accepted. Thank you to all who sent them. And now we will get our Hellhound on. Oh, here I am trying to still control it with the PS4 controller. That's not going to work. Alright, looks like we've got the Grody level. Off to the Great Swamp. Let me get used to the controls again. There we go. I'm kind of hoping that this level is not as wide open as it looks like it might want to be. I got lost quite enough in the first stage, thank you. Let's try left. Not a whole lot of enemy density in this stage so far. Oh, we have auto-scroll. Unlike a lot of games, I'm actually fairly happy to see auto-scroll in this game because it means I'm not getting lost. For a moment there, I was afraid the auto-scroll was going to crush me, but thankfully it was not so inclined. Whoa, the hell was that? Nolden, I see you just sent me something. Thank you very much. I will check it out as soon as I get to put down the controller for a moment. It seems so far to be a pretty straightforward path through this level. I haven't seen too much in the way of branches aside from that one early on. I'm entirely okay with this. As far as I know, the game is finished. It's been out for quite a while. Health fully restored, we like that. Holy shit. Yeah, the bullet clouds are definitely getting a little thicker as we proceed onward. Hey, mushroom cap. I can't imagine the mushroom cap having any particular value to the skull, so I will give that one to the gelatinous cube when I get back to the river Styx. And I do apologize, by the way, if my controller noises are kinda loud. It's an unfortunate inevitability of the way my desk is set up. Ah! Bullets! Even on Pretty Puppy, I have to imagine that this game's going to get a little overwhelming by the end. which could be bad news for me. My preferred shooter type is the old school kind. Danmaku is not my friend. And thank you all for weighing in. I am relieved that the controller noises are not too intrusive. Ah. Oh, got it right back. Very nice. Let's stick to the left. That worked out okay for us before. Ah! Shit keeps coming! Whew. Yep, starting to feel like Pretty Puppy difficulty was a good call. Shit. My head projectile blocker's doing some good work there. That was a good investment as well. Oh shit, we got Bunny. Muckety Muck. Is he a high Muckety Muck? Woo! Ah. It is not good times that the tentacles seem to like to pop up under me. Whoa. Doesn't look like I can harm the tentacles. Oh yeah, this is getting a little hectic. Whew. Excellent. I am actually a little surprised that I survived that. That was pretty intimidating. Oh, we got a mushroom cap. Let's trade that into the gelatinous cube. Only one option there, a health up, but we could use one. And I've got the equipment slots to use it too. Hey, 5 max health. If trends continue, I'm going to be needing it. Alright, well there's our additional level down in chasing Styx, so I'm going to call it quits on that. let's close that out. Let's see what kind of magic I got in Steam. Steam World Heist. Interesting. I am not familiar with that one. Thank you again very much for that gift. And I think with that, it's a pretty good time to call it a day. I'll hang around and chat for a little longer if you like. My pleasure, Maverinthia. Thank you for watching. My pleasure, everyone. I really appreciate you turning out. I was actually kind of expecting that it was just going to be a few people tonight, but good crowd, active chat. I really appreciate it. My stream name is Glashund, Glashund. Thank you for all the good stream compliments. I really appreciate them, and yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think next time we'll probably end up doing a little more chasing Styx, and maybe I'll dig something else out of my backlog. Sonic Rose, absolutely true. I have been delighted with how many good comments I get on my videos. The support in Patreon has been far beyond what I expected and is a huge help to me. I have got a great following, and I could not be happier or more appreciative. Even when I can't pronounce appreciative. Nolden, you are not kidding. My Steam backlog reaches back to 2014, and my console stuff runs back to the PS2. So yeah, I've got a lot of backlog. I've got years of backlog, so we'll probably never get it all through with, but I can make a good chunk out of it, and I'll be happy that way. Sonic Rose, yeah, a lot of the time if I have, even if I'm doing live commentary, if I completely mangle a sentence, I'll just clip that out, so I get tongue-tied more often doing my regular YouTube videos than I do, lost my train of thought there. I have quite a few tongue ties even doing my regular video, even when it's live commentary. I just tend to edit them out. Thank you very much, iMag245. I always try to improve. Thank you, I will accept that friend request as soon as we call it a stream. Wow, yeah, I can really not get over how well this went. I'm really, really appreciative. I know I'm kind of gushing and beating a dead horse there, but it's true. You've been a great audience. Let me go ahead and accept those friend requests now. Alright, another 3 Steam requests. All filled up. Filled out. I can do words. And Miracle Placebo, I absolutely would. My schedule can be a little erratic, so actually pinning me down for something can be a little tricky, but I am open to the idea. Sonic Rose, I'm certainly interested. I'll have to figure out how it works on my end, so if you have any rundown on that, I would certainly appreciate it. I know I got an email from you shortly before I started streaming today. I will read that whenever I get out of here. The No Future Game Over screen is from Tecmo Knight. It's a very gory beat-em-up from somewhere in the 90s. In my opinion, it is not a particularly good one, but I do love the Game Over screen. Oh, I'm sorry for that, Sonic Rose. I haven't read it yet, but I do hope things get better for you. What do I use for my game capture? For things like emulators and PC games, I use Bandicam. And for the PS4 or PS3, I use, what is it called? Blackmagic Intensity Pro. That is my capture card, and the actual application I do the recording from is Amarek TV 4. Oh god, the continue screen for the Arcade Ninja Gaiden scared the mortal shit out of me as a kid. It freaked me out. Miracle Placebo, that is correct. Bandicam does have its downsides. I kinda wish it would record to MKV, because as it is, it records to either AVI or MP4. And if an MP4 gets interrupted, then it doesn't finalize, and you may very well lose the footage. But as far as system impact goes, and the quality of recording, works very well. GTF? Yes. Absolutely yes. Mechasaurus, I will be uploading all my streams to YouTube. Vendetta's a good time. It's very, very silly, but I appreciate that in a good beat-em-up. This Game Over screen is from Herzog 2 for the Genesis. The ending credits music for it is called Go With The Stream, as displayed in the upper right there, and when I thought about streaming, I immediately thought of Go With The Stream from Herzog 2, and so here we are. Streets of Rage 4, I've only seen the first trailer. I don't know if anything more has been released on it, but I am hopeful. I wasn't entirely high on Streets of Rage 3, but 2, I think, is simply the best beat-em-up ever made. I don't think, even though there are things on more powerful systems with better audio visuals, as far as straight gameplay goes, nothing for me has ever compared to Streets of Rage 2. Ah, Total Distortion. That is definitely one of the classic game overs. Streets of Rage Remake was really nice. I really was impressed with what they did with the music remixes for that. Because, I mean, it's hard to improve on Yuzo Koshiro's soundtracks from the time, but they did a pretty damn good job. Sonic Rose, that's not a bad idea at all, but I'm not entirely sure how I would do the chat as a separate video. For now, I think I'm just gonna post the thing in full when I post it, and put in some timestamps for people who want to jump past things. I have not yet tried Nioh. It is on the list, but hasn't been in the budget thus far. Looks pretty damn cool, though. Yeah, Polyrula is one of the more Japanese-style weird games that I've ever encountered. Not quite as unusual as Tulip, as I mentioned earlier, which I really should LP sometime. I think everyone needs to have the Tulip experience at least once in their life. Lithimus, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. That is Tulip. Tulip is incredibly strange. It's basically a game in which the ultimate goal is to kiss a girl you have a crush on, but you have to power up your heart by figuring out how to kiss everyone else in the world. I do like the Endless Oceans. As far as gentle undersea games, my favorite is still Aquanauts Holiday 3. I hope beyond hope that Art Dink eventually does an Endless Ocean 4, but I'm not gonna lose any sleep waiting for it. There is another one for the PS2 that I want to get around to eventually, possibly on one of my streams. Everblue 2, I think is the name of it. Anyone play that one? And yes, Sonic Rose Abzu was amazing. Thank you again very much for sending that to me. Yes, I do know Choaniki, and it is very special. Rooks, I'm afraid I have not. Never done any actual diving. Critical Depth. Don't believe I know that one. Alrighty, folks, it is getting very near onto 10 p.m., and that means it's going to be, wow, 1 a.m. for the East Coast folks, and the overseas folks, I can't even begin to imagine what time it is, so I'm thinking this is probably a pretty good time to wrap things up. Thank you all again so much for turning out. I'm really amazed by how much of a turnout it is for a brand new streamer. And I'm a little blown away, honestly. I'm so happy with how this went, and I really appreciate you being so active in the chat. Good times all around. Alright, good night everyone, and knock wood, we will be back at the same time next Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. That is the plan. If anything changes, I'll put it up on Twitter and Patreon. And I will have the video for this up sometime tomorrow, I assume, and the next Alice video is good to go for Sunday. So, yeah. Alright then, thank you all again, good night or good morning. Take care, and I'll see you soon.